Have you ever watched someone dig their own grave with their own words? Hey, it's your host Shy. There's something almost tragic about it. When someone thinks they're building a bridge to understanding, but they're actually just laying out all the evidence of who they really are. And today I want to talk about something that has been really sitting on my heart. It's about truth and accountability and what happens when someone tries so hard to control their story that they accidentally tell on themselves. This isn't about drama or taking sides. Well, there is a right side here. This is about something deeper, something that maybe we've all felt before. You know that feeling when you're watching someone you care about get hurt, and the person hurting them doesn't seem to get it? Like they're living in a completely different reality? That's where the story begins. As you may know, there's this creator I've been following, the Wizard Liz. She's been building something beautiful, sharing her story, being vulnerable with her audience, and she was 4 months pregnant, sharing this new chapter of her life with someone she loved, someone named Landon. But sometimes, the people we trust with our most vulnerable moments aren't who we think they are. What happened next is a masterclass in how someone can accidentally reveal their true character while trying desperately to hide it. And honestly, it broke my heart. Not just for Liz, but for everyone who's ever been in a situation where someone they loved made them question their own reality. So here's what happened, and I need you to really listen to this because it's important. Landon cheated. But that's not the story. The story is what he did next. So instead of taking accountability, instead of having a private conversation with the woman he hurt, while she was carrying his child, he decided to post screenshots, public screenshots, of his conversations with another woman. He thought this would help his case. He thought this was transparency. But here's the thing about truth. It has a way of revealing itself, even when we're trying to hide it. Especially when we're trying to hide it. In these screenshots, this other woman asks him directly, "Are you married? Are you in a relationship?" And Landon, he lies. While his Instagram is literally showing his engagement to Liz, while she's 4 months pregnant with his child, he tells this woman that his relationship is complicated, that it's not real, that it's just an internet thing. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine being Liz, reading those words, being reduced to not real while you're carrying someone's child? But it gets worse, because the screenshots show this wasn't a moment of weakness, this was a pattern. Multiple attempts to meet this woman, invitations to come see him courtside. This was calculated. And when confronted with the evidence of his own engagement ring, his excuse was that it was just for a video. Just for a video. Like his commitment to the mother of his child was content. You know what struck me the most about this whole situation? It wasn't just the cheating, it was the gaslighting. The way Landon tried to make this other woman question reality, telling her his very real, very public relationship wasn't real. And it made me think about how many people are sitting in relationships right now, being told their feelings aren't valid, being told their reality isn't real, being made to feel crazy for trusting their instincts. Because that's what gaslighting does. It doesn't just lie about facts, it lies about reality itself. It makes you question your own perceptions, your own worth, your own truth. But here's what I found strangely beautiful about this whole mess. Landon thought he was controlling the narrative. He thought by posting those screenshots, he was going to make himself look better. He was going to show his transparency. Instead, he handed Liz and everyone watching undeniable proof of exactly who he is. Sometimes the universe has a funny way of making sure the truth comes out. You know, Watching this whole thing unfold, it reminded me of why I do this. Why I sit here and talk to you about these things that might seem just like internet drama, but are actually so much deeper. Because somewhere out there, someone is watching their partner gaslight them. Someone is being told their relationship isn't real, while they're at their most vulnerable. Someone is questioning their own perception because the person they love is rewriting reality. And I want them to know your feelings are valid, your reality is real. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. This isn't about Landon specifically. This is about all the Landons. All the people who think accountability means making excuses, who think transparency means controlling the story, who think love means being able to lie without consequences. But you know what gives me hope? Liz, period. The way she's handling this with such grace, the way she's not letting someone else's inability to be honest dim her light, the way she's protecting herself and her child, that's strength. That's what real accountability looks like. Not making excuses for someone who won't make them for themselves. So if you're listening to this and any part of this story felt familiar, I want you to know something. You deserve someone who doesn't make you question reality. You deserve someone whose idea of transparency isn't just finding a better way to lie. You deserve someone who, when they mess up, doesn't make you feel crazy for being hurt. And sometimes the greatest gift someone can give you is showing you exactly who they are. Even when, especially when, they didn't mean to. Thank you for listening, for being here, for letting me share this with you. Take care of yourselves, trust your instincts, and remember, your truth matters. Stay cozy, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one.